84.
Right. Hi, good afternoon, Omar. How are you? Good. Right. So just jump on what we're going to be doing today. We'll do a quick lab on Terraform, and it's quite important lab. And if you're going for an interview, it's hopefully 80% chances that these questions will come. Let me draw this picture. What we're going to be doing. Say, for example, you have joined this new company. So this is called a company called ABC, and they have all these resources in Azure. Azure resources such as like VM, VNet, just you can name it, and they all created manually. So you have just joined this company, your manager comes to you and tell you, Umar, can you please, we're going to be using infrastructure as a code and using Terraform, and you need to migrate all these resources to Terraform. So this means is that you can manage these resources, all of them, via Terraform. And you know that in Terraform we have got a call state file, and this state file gives you what exactly the infrastructure has been created by Terraform in Azure. So what we'll do in this example, say for example, so there's a virtual machine is created manually, and you need to export this into Terraform and manage it via Terraform. Yeah. So this is a process we're going through. We call it a migration process. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Right. So we had just a quick discussion about migrating existing resources from our Azure into Terraform. Yeah. Azure into Terraform. Now we are gonna do a lab now. So what we'll do, we will create a resource group, and we will create a storage account, and after manually, so all of this has to be manually. And what we'll do, we will migrate this to Terraform. Yeah. So the reason to do this, so we can manage from Terraform. So like manage means if you want to make any change, anything, instead of manually, we can do that. So like the reason we're doing this, like we said earlier, you join the company, everything is created manually, but your company has asked you to um, manage it via Terraform. Yeah. Right. So what the plan is that we're gonna create a just pretend that you joined the company and somebody created these resources, and we're gonna migrate to our um, Terraform. Where what we are doing? Okay, so we call it say Terraform migrate demo. We call the source group, and we choose UK. Just leave it UK is what we'll do. We'll come back there. So tags, just say resource group value, say cache, and create. So this is created. Yes, you can see that East US and all that. So also let's create a storage account in this resource group. Storage account. Just we call it simple. Say create it automatically picked up the resource group. We call it say cache storage account 123. Yeah, inicio. So prime server, just leave it as normal. We call it local redundant. We'll see the changes after that. Next, just leave it default. Publishes from Windows. Just default, and default, and create. So this will create our storage account into that. While this is happening, let's go to our Visual Studio Code. So what do we do actually? I'll show you guys from the beginning. So let's create a folder, call it say Terraform migrate demo. Yeah, and let me open a new window, file, new window, and file, and we open this folder we just created, which is in our documents, and we called it Terraform migrate demo. Select folder. Right, so let's create a, let me copy this my provider and everything. So this is my authentication, so don't worry about it. I know it's not safe, but what I'll do after this demo, I will delete this authentication. So copy that. I'm just showing a brand new example. So we go to this one, So just create a file from here, call it main.tf, and just copy that. Right. So if you go to terminal and do new terminal, so and we do this, open this directory, open it into terminal. So right, so we into now let me create another file just for our commands. So command dot text. This will not affect any Terraform configuration. This is for just our own record what we are creating. So just copy command from here. So let's do this. Copy, and we need another command. We go to this one, Terraform import. Copy, and if you go to right, so just ignore it at the moment. They just command, yeah. So we go in there. So the target is that we need to import our two resources. What were they? What were the resources? Hello? Now what we'll do, we just use this import block, copy, and so we don't need this, and so basically we importing the resource group we created in our portal, and we need the ID for that resource group. So to get this ID, we go to where is it, portal, and if you go to our resource, so this is the storage account. If you go to resource group, so Terraform migrate demo, that's a in this one we created this resource group. So we just type in properties, and just this is the resource ID, copy that, and just go back to, and then we type here and just put this in inverted commas. So now what we are doing here, we are importing this resource ID into this resource, which is called at Azure RM resource group dot cache rg. You can call it anything, doesn't matter. So this is just like giving a name to that resource, yeah. So let me do Terraform init first. As you can see that that we do not have any state file here, so that means we have not generate, like we have not deployed this resource, which is this resource group, using Terraform. So to migrate and make it sync on both sides, we need to import that state file into this configuration, so we can then do our changes and migrate successfully. So to do this, if we copy this command, So Terraform plan, copy, let this clear again, and make it up a little bit, and copy here. So Terraform plan generate -config -out equal to in AWS you don't have to put inverted commas, so that really bugged me out to fix the issue. So we put inverted comma generated, you can call it any name .tf here, press enter, so it is generating now. See, so it is so you can see that the whole configuration has been generated, right? So what we can do here now, first we go to main.tf, and what we can do, just we don't need this anymore, just comment it out in a moment. So point block, so we done that, and if we go back to our generated, say copy that, copy this, and copy that over here again, right? And we don't need this file now, so that's done. So if we do Terraform plan now, so still it is, you see that Omar, we do not have any state file here, so still it will try to plan something, but for few seconds, for a millisecond, it will show like a Terraform state file where it would disappear, because that's not a state file. Watch, so it will come for a second here, so it will go disappear. Watch, you see, it's still saying, are you planning to deploy something? Still confused. So to do now we have to use another command to import that resource, the Terraform, the state file, into our Terraform is this one. So if I go back here and say Terraform, actually Terraform port Azure resource group, so this is the ID for this one we'll use, which we used in our this one, so we use that one. This one, copy, so just put it here, so we just do that. And if you just copy that, so we called it cache RG, so what did we call it? Cache RG, it is cache RG, yeah? And command.txt, so let's copy that. So basically, so this is a target configuration, and we are importing into this resource, yeah. Okay, if I click it, enter, see Terraform state populated came in. Hey, import successful. See, so that the whole to let's now we do same thing as for our storage account. So what do? We go to our main.tf again, and so we have done this. One second. So we create into, say for example, instead of this, we create another block So this time what we are doing here, so we need to have what ID, which resource, storage account. So we go to our storage account and search for properties. Right, so to get the properties, you go to settings and endpoints, and endpoint, just click copy that and go back to our portal. Yep, here, and if we just scroll this down and we copy this over here. And what is this called? So if we can search it for, if you go to Google and say Terraform Azure storage account, and if we go back here, so we just need to see the syntax. So yes, Azure RM storage account. Just copy that and go to our portal and we just type it. Let me just call it whatever, my SA storage account 1234, whatever. Okay, so that's done. So let me also comment this and run this command again. Oops. Right, and we clear this and go to this command for the generate one. So we call it what, same file. Okay, let's see what happens. Is it gonna populate with the existing Terraform state file? Resource not implemented. Okay, let's see this. Right, so we just tested that we can successfully import our resource group into our Terraform configuration. So what I've done, I just deleted everything again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, at the same time, what I will do, I will import my resource group and my storage account, which is created in our portal manually. So to do this, say for example, I've got these import blocks again. Yeah. And this ID is for my resource group. You can see that. Yeah. And this ID is for my storage account. As you can see, I've changed the name. This is RG, and this is my resource group for storage account name is my S storage account. SA stands for 1234, and this. So let's clear this. So what I'll do, just before I need to generate TF files for that. So if I go to this command, Terraform plan, and just before I do that, let's do Terraform init, just to make sure we are on the same page. Terraform init. Clear. and just go back again to Terraform plan generate hyphen config out, enter. So okay, already exist. Oh, we need to delete this, so let's do it again. See, Terraform creating, expected. So just ignore this at the moment, these errors, because these what has done, it downloaded every single thing which we not even specified in our configuration. Just ignore that for the moment. Yeah, so what we'll do, just clear that. So clear this, and what we have to do, just copy this configuration from line number 5 to all the way, go cut it actually, and just put underneath here. We do not need this now, so what we'll do, we just comment it. Yeah, we even don't need this file. So now we have got the configuration, everything. Let's see, we can use the import command, Terraform import. So this import command is here. So Terraform import. So first we will run this command for our storage account, for our for our resource group to import first. So this resource group, we're calling it this resource name, and this is the ID of the resource group we created in our portal. Copy. Okay, 1 second, what's going on? So cancel that. Yep, you can say imported successfully. Same thing we do for our storage account. Run this command again. See, import prepared and imported successfully. So now we have got the state file and our storage account and our resource group created. Okay, let's make a change to see if we make, so we should be able to manage from our Terraform, and we can manage our resources which are in Azure portals. We go to main.tf. Say for example, I just want to change to say access tier, say, what do you think, what shall we do, say access tier to. So what do we do now? So we know that in our storage account, we at the moment is hot, so we can see that in it says here hot. Yeah, so just change this to cool. And also let's change this to resource group to location, say UK South. UK South, and we also change the location here to UK South. Right, so we what to do here again, Terraform init, and the Terraform plan. So it will say uh, access how to report cool. See, it's changing to cool. And just ignore this at the moment. Okay, so just do Terraform apply to. So what I've done, I removed all these lines. So it's saying, and it was the wrong spelling of cool here. It has to be capital C. And the other errors I was getting, these ones. So I remove line number 6, 974, line 103. That's not required at the moment here. And then I did Terraform apply. So this will be replaced. You can see that resource group. From to east west to UK south, yeah, and east UK to UK south in the storage account, and also cool, hot to cool, the yellow arrow, hot to. So now we are managing via Terraform script. See, so still doing it now. So we have successfully, hopefully, successfully migrated our existing resources from Azure to Terraform, and from Terraform now we can manage these resources. So that's the way to do it. So for example, you join the company, all the resources have been created using manually. So this is a process, and it's a very cool process. And before that, we used to have only an import command, but we used to specify all the attributes and configuration file manually, but now you can generate it automatically like using that generate command, which is very cool. So it is still creating it. Let's I can pause for a second. Okay, let's make a change. So what I've done, as you can see, that we have successfully imported again. I was having some issues, so what I've done, I just did it again. Now what we'll do, let's make a change on to this say, let's check that what access tier do we have at the moment in our storage group. So we go to storage account, so at the moment is cool. So let's change this to hot. So let's change this to hot. So we call it so now we are managing from Terraform. So let's say just say Terraform plan. Resource. Okay. Line 44. Okay. So just call it change this name to 5, add 5. Let's see that now. Terraform plan. Okay, so we getting these errors, just ignore that. I'll tell you what, let me clear that again. So what I'll do, go to this, we done it 34, and onto 34, 44, sorry, and 34. Let me delete this and come back. So just delete it, and now we got retention policy. Policy days, just delete that, and then we got retention policy day 0, delete that. Then we got change feed retention, change feed retention, change feed. Change feed retention, change feed retention. Just to control F, change underscore feed. Where is it? Change feed rotation days, line 73. Okay, let's do the Terraform plan now. Might give you one error. So what is it? Line support 0, retention policy. So if we just do that, retention policy and policy days. Okay, so we got this one, so delete that. Now we do Terraform plan. Looking good. So one add change. So what change are we doing from cool to hot? So let's see that. Cool to heavy change to hot. Yes, it is hot. It should say one to add. Okay, 1 second. So now I've just done a Terraform plan that says after importing our state file, so no changes. So let's go and make a change, say any change. So we make this cool to hot. And make sure should we save it? It is auto save, and if you do Terraform plan again, should give you that change going to make. See, one to change from cool to hot. So if we do Terraform apply now, Terraform apply, and we use this auto switch, so which will not ask us to approve it. Done. So after lots of debugging and fixing issues, we finally fixed the issue. So that's what it is. When you're doing debugging, this way, so you master that. So you can also have to do but a few times, and finally I managed to do it. So basically, just follow my steps and you should be able to migrate any existing resources from Azure to Terraform. Apply completed. So let's go and check our storage account. Go to home and go to resource group, and this is our resource group, which is Terraform Migrate demo. And if we go to storage account, and you can see default access tier change from cool to hot, and this way you can manage any changes or anything using your Terraform now. Right, so we have covered this. Let's I explain to you one more thing, that is called drift detection. Let me show you what I meant by drift detection. So for example, you have created a resource using Terraform, and someone accidentally, or say purposely, maybe that's his last day in the company, and he made some changes to the infrastructure, and now your existing infrastructure is not synced with the state file. As you guys know, state file where your it's in a JSON format, all your existing infrastructures code is there, so you can retrieve code using the state file. So that has to be always in a very secure place in the somewhere storage account, or make sure only required people can access that, not everybody else. Or we can put like a resource lock on that, or so in case even if you accidentally lose this, then it's a big problem. Then we have to create all the existing resources like the way I showed you earlier. So say coming to this scenario, say for example somebody change into manually into infrastructure and yours is out of the sync. So that means you can kind of not manage from your Terraform because the state file and the existing, they are not synced. So to fix this we can use a magical command called Terraform fresh. But how do you know that when do we have to use this command? Because say for example you did a refresh in the afternoon and somebody like 2 o'clock in the night time made a change. So to fix that we can create a cron job, like a schedule job, which can run this command in of like 5 minutes interval, or doesn't matter how much do you want. So this will refresh it. So I'll show you a quick example of that. Say for example we've got this already infrastructure there, and I go to my portal and just say I change this from, as you can see this as you can see this, it is cold now, and say I manually change to say cool and save it. Right, so if I go back to my portal again, as you know that we have changed into cool and over is cold. Just to make sure, what we'll do, clear and do Terraform refresh. So this cold which should change to cool. Let's see what happens. Right, so if I go back again and change to cool, so what did we do? Refresh. No, my apologies, it was actually I did this before. Now make it to hard. Let's see what happens. Make it, because I've done it before recording into cool, so that was still hard there. So saved it again. If I go back, sorry, my apologies, cool there. So if I go back and run this command again, so that should change to hard. Here we go. See, successfully it's synced now. Thank you very much. So we, in this video we have explained how to migrate existing infrastructure and how to fix your drift detection. Hopefully this is quite informative for you guys, because I'm telling you, I checked the whole tube, I cannot find any related video the way I explained to fix this issue. So I have to go lots of debugging in issue to fix this. So if you follow that, you should be able to migrate existing resources to your Terraform script. Please subscribe and like, and so this will motivate me to make more videos. Thank you very much.